So it's the WIKISPEED Standup, 2015, May 7th. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I didn't get a whole lot done last week, but I did end up calling a shop that someone had recommended for some shop space to start. The local WikiSpeed shop, and they didn't have anything as small as I was looking for, so it was beyond the budget. I found out that my grandma actually, I know that she has some shop space that she rents out, and I found out that may be coming available in a couple of months, and it is right in the price range I was looking for. And it's actually a nice built-out shop that's been used for automotive before. Um, so hopefully that'll be available in a couple of months. I was hoping to get something sooner than that, but um, let's see. I worked a little bit on the WikiSpeed curriculum. I just had a conversation with my brother about what the biggest priority needs to be for the next step, and basically we're going to try to get um, like class objectives from a local school for like a course objectives for a particular course from a local college, and try to build the curriculum based on that, so that we're matching their course objectives. Um, And I ended up on Friday. I called this shipping company that had the chassis, and it had previously been crushed, so that's no longer available. Um, but anyway, I did give them a call. So for next week, I'm really going to pretty much continue working on this same stuff. I actually need to see if I can get those course objectives from some of my contacts at the school. And my other option is, since I wanted to start a shop sooner than 2 months from now, is I need to look into like a local storage unit, like a 10 by 20. And there's one that's a good location from my house. It seems like it'll work. I just need to verify with them they're going to be okay with the vehicle being stored in there, and maybe people hanging out. So there aren't really any 24-hour ones available, unfortunately, that I'm finding. But still, late enough for us to get some work done. Uh, For blocks, I don't really have any. I was kind of worn out this week. I guess is my only block, so I didn't get near as much done as I'd like to. And that's it for me for the last week and next week and block portion. Who wanted to go next?
Well, I guess I can go next. I got a couple of quotes for water jet cutting from a local supplier. Um, I guess it would help if I could have the actual DXF files. I haven't looked through the WikiSpeed Dropbox yet to see if I can find them. The steering rack, I think, and the plates for doing the bolt together frame is what Bill was looking for. I got a rough cost per inch. I still don't think it's actually going to be workable to have it done here and shipped to Joe, but it's worth making an effort, and I will need some of the water jet cutting myself, so it's not wasted effort. On the AC controller, I was able to do a build of the software last night. I posted a help me on the forum. Obviously, I was doing something simple wrong. Got a response within a couple of hours. Tried it the next day, and it did work. And I can't for the life of me figure out what I was doing wrong, but I killed 3 weeks doing it. So I should ask for help more often. Um, what else was I doing? That's probably it for WikiSpeed stuff. Blocks, I guess, would be trying to get the DXF files and get them off for some quotes. And next week, I hope to be doing a lot of testing on the AC controller and perhaps getting my own car rolling electric. But we won't promise anything. We'll see what happens. That should be about it for me for this week.
Good deal. I think that just leaves you, Rob. Did Rob maybe drop off the call?
No,
Oh,
I'm
there you
here.
are. Oh, okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, cool. Hey, Michael. So that with the DXF thing, that brings up maybe what another block that I have is, which is I still need to get not a Libre, a Geomagic design license. And
Oh yeah, so do I.
I'm not sure what the process to do that is at this point. I think it changed again after the last renewal.
I think there was an email to Joe, and I'm not sure if he has the keys somewhere, and he can just send them out, or what exactly he has to do.
Do you
But
that that's
I haven't seen the licenses come in anyway.
okay? So that email to Joe, was that to one of the accounts that you have access to, like info, or was it? Uh,
I didn't see it.
okay,
The email that I did see said we're going to have to make these licenses permanent so that they don't expire every year.
right.
But I didn't see anything that looked like license files or attachments or anything like that. So if there was further exchanges, it was probably to one of his personal accounts.
Okay, I'll follow up with him if I can get that license. I mean, there are several things we need to do, but I can get you some DXF files of whatever's in the Dropbox account anyway. It shouldn't be too
Well,
hard
and
to convert.
if he's shipping the stuff out for water jetting, they should already be DXFs. It's just I have to dig through and figure out what's the latest version
I
and
got you.
which
Oh,
one looks like it's the right one.
okay. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
I'm back.
All right, go ahead.
Um, last week I picked up the laser cut pieces for the engine and assembled the spindle, did the welding, all the welding that needed to be done. Well, not all of it actually. I found I got some more to do. And assembled most of the engine and pulleys. And I have a demo of that. Yeah, see if I can get this right. Full screen. Let's see. Okay. All right. Here's the engine for the power assembly. Just tested to make sure everything spins, the bearings are in it and everything. And then that's just a hand. The next method is just hand spinning it to make sure it's level and not wobbly and straight and all that good stuff and freely spins. And it worked. Then I started getting the stator mounting points, and that's where I ran into some trouble, where I have to do a little more welding for the post. And you can see the pulley and the adapter to the rotor to make that all work. And then there's another view of it, top view of it. You can see all this stuff that was the bearings and all that. And side view. And then this is the other side where the drive shaft will actually go into there after the splines are cut and put in. You can see where the spindle is for the electric motor. That's the spindle for the electric motor. And somewhat just mocked up, not really put together. And from view, show you how the belt lines up, wheel lines, and all that good stuff. And the side view, which with the wires sticking out and all that. And there will be a tensioner there. That's just mocked up right now. It needs a smaller belt. The belt was extra large when I got it. So that's it. Next week, I intend to finish the welding part and putting it together and actually test it out with batteries and controller and have it spinning. Should be awesome. Oh, and then I also have to take it. I did get splines cut for it, but I should have checked it before I sent it out because it was wrong, and so I have to redo that. And I'm going to make a casting of the spline so that I can get the right cutting for it. And that's it. Good luck.
All right, so I guess that brings us to retrospective and process improvement. Um, I'm gonna go. I got four for me because I didn't, like I said, I didn't really feel like I got anything. I spent very little time on WikiSpeed stuff this week. But at least a 9 for the team. Seeing everything that you are working on progressing is awesome. And there was quite a bit of discussion through the forum this week on this like mass transit for urban locations idea that I liked. Everybody kind of pitched in and at least got some good ideas on if that ever became a feasible project, what the focus would be on. So, and for a process improvement, I got nothing. I actually didn't write any notes down this week. I'm going off of this. The sprint planning from last week is the only thing I have. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll hope that one of y'all maybe have a better suggestion. Oh, I will say though, in the vein of what Joe's been working on here, that we should probably declare this week National Michael Lulchek Appreciation Sprint, right? So,
Um,
and just whoever wants to go next.
my retrospective, I give myself a 10, and I give the team a 10. It's an awesome week. Rob Morbacher, National. Next week, if I get the engine running, that'll be another 10 for me. Process improvement. I'll second that, and I'll second that for Joe, or no, Michael Waltech, National Sprint. Yeah, you'll have to think of something, Mike, to come up for. What do you want for your sprint?
Okay, I'm going to give myself an 8. I didn't get a lot of stuff done, but compiling the controller code is a big step, so it enables what we're going to be doing this next week. And I'm going to go with a 9 for the team because yeah, there's a lot of chatter going back and forth and lots of ideas. And a process improvement, it's already been decided because it's 2 to 1. So I guess I'll agree with. All I have to do is come up with something that's going to make me happier for next week that you all can do for me. So I'll try to get an email out tonight.
Good luck.
It is a challenge.
Yeah, this is coming from someone who says, "Okay, what will make me happy?"
I can mail you some Shinerbach.
I want some shine. Yeah, me some shine.
Now you already chose yours, Rob. You already chose yours.
Anyway, probably get in trouble with that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm open to suggestions as I have no ideas right now.
Yeah.
I'm tapped out myself.
Well, I think that wraps up the essential ceremonies. I think that we don't even need a vote. I think we're all in agreement on that one. So, was there any crosstalk or discussion about what we're working on that needs to happen?
Well, Michael, if you get that thing running, that PC controller running, I'm gonna have to switch out the stator to something to do the original one, the original wiring of it, because I'm not gonna try to coil those again, especially with 4 layers of it.
Do you know any idea what your original current draw was?
I have no idea. It was 120 out of the. It was 120 out of the wall, and I don't know what the current was that was coming through it.
Okay.
But I know it was wrapped enough. It was wrapped 4 times, so it had to be. I mean, it had to be a lot of volts, and not so much current. I'm thinking.
Okay. The AC induction is going to, even if I get it tested and it's great, he lost the files for that, so he's going to be kind of scrambling to come up with something that's relatively close, and we're going to have to end up testing it again. But we will be making progress in if his first design worked, his second design will probably work as well.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can make the thing for a little bit less, because you're not going to need hundreds of volts or hundreds of amps. So,
Well, we might as well. I mean, I doubt if it's going to burn it up that quickly.
yeah, well, that quickly is probably the key. Anyway, that's about all I can think of to talk about.
Hey, I had a question for you, Rob, on this motor that you're building. Is that designed to power one wheel, or is it going to have an axle going through it to power both wheels?
No, it's designed for just one
One
wheel.
wheel.
It,
So the overall concept would be maybe to have one for each wheel. Is that the
that's
idea?
what it was. Yeah, I actually, when I got laser cut, I got a pair of laser cut. So
Okay.
there is a plate to fit on the other side, and I figured if this one's a success, that we'd go ahead and build the other one.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's made so that the small axle, not it's got a small axle and a larger axle.
Right.
Yeah, well, they're both made for the small axle, so they're spaced out. So when you put it on the other side, you'll have to get a small axle for that side,
Oh
not a
yeah, no,
long one.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool deal. And I guess this is a question maybe for Michael or either one of you, but this is sort of just an ignorant question. But this water jet cutting that they're wanting to do, Michael, what's the advantage of that over just cutting and drilling it out yourself?
The water jet is a high pressure stream of water with like an abrasive, almost like the grip you have in sandblasting. So when you cut it, you don't heat it up so that it doesn't lose its temper.
Okay.
It's a nice, clean, square edge on the side, so it's not you don't have to sand it afterwards and stuff. It's just a really nice finished product when you come out of it.
Okay. And you end up with an even hardness throughout the whole part, basically.
Yeah, when you plasma cut it or use a welder, then you end up with soft spots and warping and all that other good stuff.
Okay. Cool. I was just curious. I've never looked into it before, so.
I mean, a really good welder, a really good cutter can get pretty close to water jet with a plasma, but it takes a skilled operator, right?
Right. Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, I think that's it for my side of the discussion, anyway.
Hey, Michael, with the controller, are you supposed to have two engines on the car, and we need two controllers? Uh, and can they talk to each other, the controllers?
Um, the controllers right now just have a serial interface, so they could talk to each other, but they're not really set up that way right now. I talked to Paul, and the one control board could do several, but each one of the motor controllers is going to need a driver section and a power supply and stuff. So they won't be exactly synchronized, but you can probably add the power section to one brain if you want to describe it that way. You could have four of them run. There was a bunch of debate on the forum about whether that would be less work or more work than trying to get them to talk to each other and synchronize.
Yeah. Yep. Because I was thinking you could do all sorts of cool things with traction control and keeping the car on the road and from spinning out and all that stuff. And not to mention the turning, one wheel's spinning faster than the other wheel. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, with the permanent magnet motors that you're using, that actually, I mean, you're going to have the four-wheel drive problem. If you turn them both the same speed, you're going to have trouble turning. But you're going to have to come up with a little bit of logic there to let it slip just a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But it only be
What did they used to call that when it was mechanical? Limited slip differential?
limited slip. Yeah, yeah. I've got actually my formula has posi traction. So it's a version of the limited slip, except that it acts like a spool when you get it when the RPMs or a lot of torque on it.
Okay. So that way you don't spin one tire, you spin both?
Yeah, it leaves two black marks when you burn out in the car. Kind of cool. Reminds me of being a kid.
All right, guys. Well, we'll talk to you next week, and hopefully there's a little bit of demo uploaded and a little bit more to discuss.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, Joe.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night. You, Chris. See you, Mike.
Later.